What's up, everyone? Matrix multiplication is one of the main topics that come up in machine learning interviews, and the simplest kind of matrix multiplication is multiplying by a scalar. Try to think of a solution right now, one using native Python and another using Numpy. I imagine you already have a pretty good idea for how to solve this, so let's make this video pretty short and get right to it. I'll show you two solutions for how to solve it and give you some of my pro tips. Okay, so we're here in deepml.com and let's go into the problems. Today we're going to do problem number 5, which is scalar multiplication of a matrix. So here what we need to do is write a Python function that multiplies a matrix by a scalar and returns the result. So we have this matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, and for a scalar of 2, as you can see, every single element is scaled by this factor of 2. So you can read a little bit more about this topic. Over here we have a formulation where each element of the matrix here is multiplied by this scalar k. Pretty simple, makes sense. I'm sure you're already eager to get into the code, so let's go. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we need to get the dimensions of the matrix, which is the number of rows because it's given as a list of lists. So the number of lists is the number of rows, and the length of each list is the number of columns. So now we're going to do a double for loop, and we're going to iterate over all the rows and all the columns. And I'm going to show you now one of the main pitfalls that many people have. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to access the index ij of the matrix, and we're just going to replace it with that same index multiplied by the scalar. And this is one of the main pitfalls, because what I'm doing here is actually called an in-place operation, because I'm storing the result in the same place as the original matrix, and this might not be allowed. So before I show you how to deal with it, make sure that you always check this with your interviewer, and we'll see if this passes the test results over here. And it does. So how do we do this without an in-place operation? So for that, we're going to need another matrix that will initialize all with zeros in the same shape as the original one. So each row is going to have q columns. And it's going to have p rows. So now all we need to do is, this is going to be our new resulting matrix, and we just need to store the results in this matrix. And now in this way, this is not an in-place operation, and this might be more acceptable for the interview or exam that you're doing. Let's see if this passes the test cases of this problem, and it does. Let's move on then to the final solution, which is using Numpy. And you might actually laugh at how simple this is. So in Numpy, you first need to convert it into an array. So we convert the matrix into a Numpy array. And to do a matrix multiplication in Numpy, we just need to use a simple multiply operation in Numpy. And even though this is a scalar and this is a matrix, Numpy will take care of it and apply this multiplication to every single element in this matrix and do it very fast and efficiently using vectorized operations, which is really nice. So last thing we need to do is return it as a list, and here we go. Let's see if this passes our test results, our test cases, and it does. So that's it for this video. Make sure to check out more videos and other machine learning coding problems, and I'll see you in the next one.